4 boxes that decide your financial future. Imagine this for a moment. 2 people earn the same amount of money. They live in the same city. They work just as hard. But 10 years later, one is stressed, trapped, and counting down to retirement, while the other has freedom time, choices, and peace of mind. What made the difference? According to Robert T. Kiyosaki, the answer isn't luck, education, or talent. It's which box they chose to live in. Welcome to Rich Dad's Cash Flow Quadrant, a book that doesn't just ask how much money you make, but how you make it. The big idea, the cash flow quadrant. Kiyosaki says the world of earning money is divided into 4 quadrants, 4 ways people generate income. Picture a simple square divided into 4 boxes: E, employee; S, self-employed; B, business owner; I, investor. Most people spend their entire lives in just one of these boxes, often without realizing there are other options. This book is about understanding each quadrant and learning how to move toward financial freedom. The E quadrant, the employee. Let's start with the most familiar one, the employee quadrant. Employees trade time for money. They work for a paycheck, benefits, and job security. Nothing wrong with this. Many smart, hard-working people live here. But Kiyosaki points out a hidden problem. If you stop working, the money stops too. Employees often value safety, stability, a steady paycheck. But the system is fragile. Layoffs happen, companies change, pensions disappear. The E quadrant feels safe, but it's often the most dependent on external forces. The S quadrant, self-employed. Next is self-employed. Doctors, lawyers, freelancers, consultants, small shop owners. They don't have a boss, but they are the business. Kiyosaki says this is where many hardworking people get stuck. Why? Because if they don't show up, the business doesn't make money. They often work more hours than employees, not fewer. The S quadrant values independence, being in control, doing things the right way. But the trap is this: you may own your job, but your job owns you. The B quadrant, business owners. Now we cross into a very different world, the business owner quadrant. This is where systems work for you. A true business owner builds something that can run without them being there every day. Think franchises. Think companies with teams and processes. Kiyosaki says the key difference is simple. A business owner can take a year off and still make money. Business owners focus on systems, leadership, people, scalability. Instead of asking, how can I do this better? They ask, how can I build something that works without me? The I quadrant, investors. Finally, the most powerful box, investor. This is where money works for you. Investors don't rely on labor, they rely on assets, cash flow, knowledge, stocks, real estate, businesses, royalties. But here's an important point Kiyosaki makes. The I quadrant isn't about being rich, it's about being financially educated. Good investors understand risk, leverage, long-term thinking. Bad investors gamble. The goal is predictable, steady cash flow. Why people stay stuck? So if the B and I quadrants offer freedom, why doesn't everyone go there? Kiyosaki says it comes down to fear, conditioning, mindset. Most of us were taught, go to school, get a job, work hard, retire. But no one taught us how money actually works. The biggest barrier isn't money, it's thinking. Different quadrants, different mindsets. Each quadrant speaks a different language. An employee might say, I want job security. A self-employed person says, no one can do it better than me. A business owner says, how do I build a team? An investor asks, how does this asset make money? Same world, different perspectives. Kiyosaki emphasizes that financial freedom begins with mental shifts, not income increases. Moving between quadrants. Here's the good news. You don't have to quit your job tomorrow. Kiyosaki encourages gradual movement. Many people earn in E or S, invest earnings into B or I. The transition is about education, experience, patience. Mistakes will happen, but they're part of the journey. Assets versus liabilities. A core idea from Kiyosaki's philosophy returns here. Assets put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money out. The rich focus on buying assets first. The poor and middle class often buy liabilities they think are assets. The quadrant you live in shapes what you buy, and what you buy shapes your future. Why time matters more than money. One of the most powerful lessons in the book is this: money can be replaced, time cannot. The B and I quadrants offer freedom because they give back time. That's the real wealth. What financial freedom really means. Kiyosaki defines financial freedom as when your passive income exceeds your living expenses. Not luxury, not mansions, freedom of choice. The ability to say no to bad jobs, yes to meaningful work, yes to time with family, yes to opportunities. Core lessons to remember. Let's bring it home. It's not how much money you make, it's how you make it. Employees and self-employed trade time for money. Business owners and investors build systems and assets. Financial education is the bridge between quadrants. Freedom starts in the mind before it shows up in the bank. So here's the big takeaway. You don't need to be rich to start thinking like the rich, but you do need to start asking different questions. Which quadrant am I in today? And which one do I want to move toward tomorrow? If this summary sparked your curiosity, the full book, Rich Dad's CASHFLOW Quadrant by Robert T. Kiyosaki, goes much deeper with stories, examples, and real-world strategies. If you'd like the complete experience, you can find it on Amazon and explore it at your own pace. And stick around, because every day we bring you another summary audiobook, so you don't waste your money before truly knowing what a book is about. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep moving toward financial freedom.